Hi boys and girls, we're going to do our G handwriting page today and the little dictionary page. So I'm going to move out of the way. I drew the lines on the board today. I didn't use a ruler, usually I do, and I thought, it's okay. I just drew my own lines there. We practiced G's last week on Zoom on our whiteboards with the lines, and they were a little harder than I thought they were going to be. Big G and little g were a little hard. So let me go ahead and show you again. The trickiest part, I think, is starting in the right spot. So you can see on this G, you can't start at the top. If you start at the top, you're not going to have this nice little hook. So you have to find a spot underneath the line. Now on our papers, I'm pretty sure the dot's in the right spot, hopefully. But right here, I don't have a dot, so I'm going to make one. I'm not going to make it at the top. I'm going to make it underneath, okay, a little bit. Not way down here, because then that would be way too long of a hook, right? So I'm going to curve up first and touch the top and around. So what I'm doing is making like a curved line, like a rainbow, right? Like a little rainbow in the sky. So I curve up, touch the top, down, go down on the sides, touch the bottom, curve up. So if I stop right there, I just made a letter C, and we've done that before, right? We've made C quite a few weeks ago. Instead of stopping though, I'm going to continue on all the way up to the fence, to the dotted line. Then I'm going to put a straight line going this way to the left towards the curved line, okay? I'm going to do another good one without stopping, all right? I'm going to find my spot. I'm going to curve up, touch the top, come down on this side, curve around, touch the bottom. There's my C. Keep going up to the fence, put a straight line. Now I will show you that, and I told you guys this on Zoom, you will see G's like this. It's a G, that is a G. We just don't make them that way, okay? So we don't put that line sticking out. So I'm gonna erase that, and then we can make a good G like that. Now here's what not to do, what you have to be careful of, is please be careful if you start at the top. You guys know what I'm gonna say, right? I don't have my curved line. And a lot of kids do that, and I'll say, hey, where's your curved line? They'll go, oh, here it is. And they add it, but that doesn't look good either, does it? Okay, the other thing is that if I start here and I curve around, then I don't wanna come up here like that. That's too skinny. Or I don't wanna come way out here like that. That's too fat. Okay, so wherever you started, you wanna come around and kind of make that, even. All right, so here, I'm just gonna put an X on these because those are the bad ones. The other three are good, aren't they? All right, now little g, I think it's a little bit easier because we have been making letters that start with magic C for a while. I need to move my little Christmas tree here, okay? So watch, we learned that we could start with a magic C, this curved line, touch the middle and the bottom, and we could close it up and down and make an O, or I'm sorry, an A. I'm gonna make a O, or close it all the way up and make a O. Now we haven't done this letter yet, but look, we could also make our magic C and come up and all the way down and make a D. But today we're making G, so we're gonna go ahead and start with the same curved line, touch the middle and the bottom, close it up and down, here, just like an A, but we don't stop. We go under the ground and make a nice little hook, okay? So you guys hear me say under the ground because we kind of describe this as, here's the ground, this is the grass, the blue is the sky, and this is the fence, okay? Think of a garden. Here's the ground, here's the blue sky where the sun is, here's the fence, okay? But down here is the dirt. If I could color that in brown, this is where you plant your seeds. This is where the roots grow, right? Or you could say under the water. Okay, let's make another good one. All right, I'm gonna start in the middle, curve around, touch the middle to the bottom, close it up, down, 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 and put a nice little hook. And you also don't wanna come down. Here, hang on, I better move this over. I'm out of lines, but I can still do it. Okay, I don't want to make that hook too short. Okay, that's not a good G, but you also don't wanna make it too long, right? All right, okay, good job. I think you guys are gonna get it. We already did practice. Actually, we practiced a couple of days on that because they were so hard. All right, I'm gonna move this over. Give me a minute just to move everything down. And I always have to be so careful when I do this. Okay, so you're gonna get out your red folder I tried turning this light off so. And you can see there's only a few pages left, and I'll go ahead and just show you. We've got G left. Next week we're doing B. Now there is the O packet in there. Ooh, this is actually the first letter when we come back from vacation. So I may have you guys hang on to that. I'll let you know at a later date, or we might just do them because they're so easy, right? But we don't have the Nat Geo workbook. The last letter in the Nat Geo workbook is B. Okay, so we don't have all the workbook pages. We don't have enough time to do those O's anyways, I don't think. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna close this up. And I'm gonna make my G's. So let me tilt this down just a little bit so you can watch while I'm working. You're gonna start with your name. Haven't said this for a while, have I? The first thing we do is always the same. Take out a pencil and write your name, su nombre. Okay, now I'm gonna curve around, up, straight. Okay, I'm gonna trace these three, and then I'm gonna move over here. Now, I didn't put these dots on, and the dots are a little too high for me. Can you guys just come down a little bit? So just a little bit more. If you start, I'll show you in a minute. If I start a little lower, come up to that dot, curve around. Now I have that nice hook on that top, the nice rainbow. If I start where that dot is, then I don't have that nice curve on the top, and I would have to bring it down. So just sorry about that. I didn't make these. So see what I did? There's already a dot there, but I'm going to make myself a dot just a little bit below it. And then it's like the, have you ever done a dot to dot? We're going to take the first dot, connect the second dot, curve around, down to the bottom, back up, straight line in. All right, I'm just going to finish the the top row. Okay, use a pencil, because if you make one like this, watch this one. It kind of looks like a 6, right? Okay, or what if you forget and that one's actually good. What if you forget and you don't touch the bottom? Use a pencil, because you could have that little eraser there. If that little eraser is wearing out, maybe Mom and Dad can get you another one. Okay, so I would erase that. Alrighty. I'm going to move on to little G's, and I'll finish that later, okay? Here's my little G's. I'm going to trace these. And when you trace them, don't do this part first. You're going to do your magic C. Magic C, close it up, down. And then I want you to make your straight line and your hook, make it even with these, okay? So this is kind of going to be your guide. So you don't want to come way down here, because that's a whole nother row that we're going to write on. But you want to be able to see it. So here, I'll show you. This one's too short, and this one's too long. I think that's good. See? This one's just right. This one's a little too short, and this one's a little too long. So maybe make another couple of good ones. I'll fix this before I take a picture of it and put it on the assignment page. Okay, so you've got 1, 2, 3 rows of capital G, 1, 2, 3 rows of little g. Now, if your child is struggling, I have talked to a few people about this. If your child is struggling and it takes forever to do this, I don't mind if they just do 2 rows. Yeah, you know, it's just practice. Or maybe do 2 rows today and then work on it another day. But if it's taking them 15, 20 minutes to do the page, I don't want you to do that. You know, you could do maybe 1 row at a time. Come back to it later. All right. Now, okay, I've got my page now. We did the pocket chart the other day, and we went over all those picture cards that the Nat Geo gives us. So I went ahead and just made myself a little poster, just a reminder of all those G words that we talked about. And the funny thing is at first I couldn't think of very many words, and then all of a sudden I thought of a lot, and I ran out of room. But I started with a picture of Grady. Grady's in our class, and he is the only person who starts with a G. Remember, we had a few kids with little G's in their name, but for this, we just want kids who start with G. So here's a little picture of Grady. He has light brown hair, kind of short hair. Okay, and then I put a girl. Girl starts with a G, and then grandma starts with a G. Grandpa starts with a G. Green, I drew a green crayon, G-R-E-E-N, G-R-E-E-N. And then I did a stoplight. Okay, if you are approaching a stoplight, red means stop, green means go, yellow means very, very slow. G-O spells go. And guess what, guys? That's going to be our new sight word this week. Okay, and then what I did is I started out with a gate. Okay, here's my gate. And then I thought, oh, well, maybe I could add a garden. So garden's way down there, the word. Mom and Dad can help you with that. And then I thought, oh, I remember that story. You remember the story? There's a goat in the garden and he won't get out. So I put my goat here. And then I thought, well, the goat's not in the gate, but he could be on the grass. So here's the word grass. And then I thought of grapes. Grapes could be green or purple, right? Or red. And then gold. Now, I wish I had some gold glitter, but I just don't have any glitter at home. I might have to bring some home next time I go to school. But so these are blocks, chunks of gold. They're kind of shining there. I drew a game board, game. And then at the last minute, I thought of glue because I had my glue stick out, right? Glue. And then I did a glass of orange juice and I did a guitar. So I could choose any of those words. If you guys want to draw Grady, you could put Grady in the first box. If you do, make sure you start his name with a capital letter. I think I'll do a guitar. I play the guitar. I should say, I used to play the guitar. I haven't played for so long that when I try now, oh boy, it hurts my fingers. I saw Peyton with the guitar. I think her daddy plays guitar, huh? Okay, and I'm going to write tar, and I will take a picture of this poster, or Mom and Dad can help you spell the words, right? Okay, I think I'm also going to do a goat. Oh, a goat's already there, so let's not do that. Let me do the color green, because I can draw a crayon, make it pointy, and I'll write Green on the crayon, and then I'll go Green. Now, boys and girls, I've seen a lot of kids using capital letters when they write, and maybe I haven't told you in a few weeks, but you should be using lowercase letters when you're writing words. Look how they wrote goat, G-O-A-T, all lowercase. They didn't start it with a capital. The only word you would start with a capital is if you were writing somebody's name. So if you put Grady on here, you want to use a capital G. I'm going to make some grapes. So here's my stem. And I'm going to make, there we go. And I could color those in later, either green or purple. A. Now, does yours have to be exactly like mine? Absolutely not. Okay, and you might not even use the words that we came up with together. You might come up with some other words on your own, right? So I want you to do the 2 pages. Coloring is optional. It's nice to color, but you don't have to. So you've got your handwriting page and your dictionary G word page. Okay, bye-bye. Good job.